closed means it continues, I think, right?
No, it includes, yes, it includes, yes, yes. Again, is this a function? Yes, by the vertical line test is a function. They're asking us to find the domain for this and the range for this.
So this would be negative infinity to...
There is no arrow here. There is no arrow anywhere. So from 0 to 4, open.
Okay.
So from 0, including, to 4, open.
Oh, that's what open means. It continues.
Open means it does not include. It's an open point.
It becomes...
So 4 is not included because this is an open point. And the range is 0 to 3 in the same way. 0 to 3, open at 3 because the point is not included. It's an open point. So this is not a full point, like here. This is a full point at 0, 0. But this is an open point. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Good. So plot 3 minus the absolute value of x. So y equals 3 minus the absolute value of x. So in order to graph this, we know a little bit of transformations, but if you remember the way we graph the absolute value of x is this. That will be the best way. This is the absolute value of x. But when we put minus in front, we have to reflect the graph. Because these are all positive now. But now with minus in front, they would be all negative. So this is negative the absolute value of x. And then we have to move it up 3. The green graph up 3. And this is 3 minus the absolute value of x. How would I graph this with a graphing calculator?
The way it's written. Y equals 3 minus the absolute value of x.
Yep, yep. And in math, and we have numbers, ABS, and X, and the standard viewing window will work, so I can use Z standard. And here it is. As expected. I lost my, here it is. For this function, find and simplify. So we have y of x So y of x is x minus 2 over 9 minus x squared. They're asking us to find y of 2 and y of negative 3. If you give me this problem, here's what I'm going to do first. X minus 2. I don't like this, and you know why? And then I don't like it by the fact that it has a negative leading coefficient. And then I get x squared minus 9, and I will factor into x plus 3, x minus 3. This takes like a few seconds. I don't even care what they're asking me to do. I know that they cannot ask me to determine x at f of x or y at negative 3 and 3. They will be undefined. So they are asking me to find y at negative 3, undefined. And now when I plug in 2, I get 2 over whatever. So this must be 0. it's a rational function, I will immediately determine the domain, anything but plus or minus 3. And then I look and see, oh, let me see what they want. Yes, you can also put it in the graphing calculator, as I showed you. In the graphing calculator, you will put it in under y equals. Be very careful with the rational functions. They have to be in parentheses. Parentheses x minus 2 divided by parentheses negative x squared plus 9. And the calculator will scream at me when I put in 2. It will give me 0. But when I put in 3, it will scream at me, or negative 3. Because it should. Because I already determined that it's undefined at those points. Of plus or minus. For the function defined, find and simplify g of x plus 2. Okay. There is no secret here. G of x equals x negative x squared minus 4. And they're asking us this. So careful here. When you give me this function, this is what I see. Which means you can throw anything at me. I will know how to handle it. If you're telling me that whatever is x plus 2, fine. Fine. As long as I understand the pattern, I'm not afraid of anything. So negative x plus 2 squared minus 4. But you must remember that this is a trinomial. If you don't remember it's a trinomial, it will be terribly wrong, right? So negative x squared plus 2 times the first times the second plus the second term squared. Only now you are allowed to distribute negative 1. You cannot distribute before you apply the power. By the order of operations, we have to square first and then multiply. So then we have negative x squared minus 4x. Minus 4 is minus 8. This is g of x plus 2. Any questions? So here, in order to simplify, you have to write x squared minus 9 over x minus 3 squared. You have to state that x cannot equal 3, as we discussed. You have to factor the numerator. It's a difference of squares. And you simplify and you get x plus 3 over x minus 3, assuming x is not 3. Otherwise, it makes no sense. And the last one is the same as g of x plus 2. We can do that too. I think you're not going to have any difficulties with these two, right? Find the domain. The domain is anything but negative 1/2 for part A, because 2x plus 1 cannot be 0. And here for part B, remember, age of x, the square root of 5 minus 7x. You must write 5 minus 7x greater than or equal to 0. Move 5, divide by negative 7. So less than or equal to 5 over 7. So the domain is negative infinity to 5/7. Of course, with a bracket. And the last problem, the extra credit here. So we're given f of x equals 2x minus 1 over x plus 2. We're asked to find f of x plus h. This is something very important for the next course. So f of x plus h, as long as I understand the pattern, that's all I need to do. 2 quantity x plus age minus 1 over x plus age plus 2. I only need to distribute and it's done. You cannot simplify anything, do not try, because we cannot simplify terms.